a good one on tap here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and our home team. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway in Southern California. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Check me 90. Hey, Brown 80.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. They're running it.
Left. Behind. Good. Go. Behind.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
45 to Mike. Watch QB drop.
On 2nd and 2, Rivers looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Out.
0.
Throwing, Rivers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All day, dog.
From the 44, Winston. It's complete. It's Miller. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Winston. And he's got Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
From the 22, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's got a first down and then some in midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Delta.
Rivers on first down. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Rivers. He's got it to Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Hey, Delta!
Shift! Watch the shift!
Hey, Delta!
Check Mike 45.
Following the interception here, Rivers. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations, so he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Block the team!
45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Hey, Zoo!
From the 17, Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 17 yards out, the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or a Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to...
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This is Jones. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Winston. Eluding pressure, gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Taking it about the 36. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Rivers, he'll get this to Eckler. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s. So a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded at the 20. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. Jameis to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. And even 50 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Jerry Tillery able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Gay's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Rivers now. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for the tight end Lance Kendricks there. But it'll be 2nd down. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP. Coach of the Year, John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill. No surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
This is Gordon, and he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because...
And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Joey Bosa, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 8 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, he picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
A 1st down throw here for Rivers. Well, this is caught by Williams. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Red Delta! Red!
Now Rivers. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Winston flushed out right, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an...
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He completes it to Evans. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
180.
Check back 45. So we got man.
Rivers. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That throw into the arms of Allen, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Brings up third and 8.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Now Rivers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Badgley's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Going deep here for Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Round 80.
A 15-yard loss brings up third down.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, Pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one.